let's just get into it. So apparently this update is going to be a short and sweet focus on more Varlamore tweaks. First off, a reminder that GameJam is happening next week, and on to the actual changes. Starting off with some changes to the combat achievements from last week's update. Betrayal at the Perilous Moons, now you only need to use a weapon of the equivalent moon rather than a full set. So the Outlaws for Eclipse, Maracas for Blood, and the Spear for Blue Moon. No more armor pieces necessary. In the Colosseum, I Brought Mine Too has been updated for Spears, Hoste, and Halberds. Since Spears and Hoste only grant defense experience, they wanted to include the Halberds, that way you can also go in getting strength XP. And now on to the big paragraph. Perilous Moon items have had their weights reduced. Any unbuilt pretzel landing sites now stand out better. The names of the speed-related Colosseum combat achievements have been adjusted to be in line with the others. Fixed an issue with being able to reclaim the pretzel or small Herodet pet if you ran out of membership. Manta Mayhem will no longer show up if you're going into Wave 12 of the Colosseum, since it doesn't have any Manticore that spawn in with Sol Herodet. Herodet can also no longer damage players with his grab attack if he's out of hit points. Oh no. No. What have you done, Jagex? Kebbity Tufts from Hunter Rumors can now only be handed in if they were obtained by the same Kebbit that you were assigned. They removed our cheese! To be fair, this is probably more in line with what they intended Hunter Rumors to do, rather than cheesing all the Kebbit tasks as falconry. But now I have to reset up my blocked tasks. I don't want to do that. Anyway, Razor-backed Kebbit footprints are darker now so they don't blend into the dirt as bad. The bees in the Colosseum are once again more visible and easier to keep track of. That's only like the third time I think I've read that. We can now charge multiple pretzel whistles at once. I wasn't even aware that we could have more than one. This feels like a repeat again, updated the appearance of the Camtorum pickaxe stall. Is this just deja vu from last week? And finally an apology. Some changes were included last week by mistake but are only going live today. So they lied to us more than twice? Fine, let's see what they actually finally added. Nagawas are spectral creatures. Rune prices within the Camtorum shop have been adjusted. Deadfall NPCs have had their pathfinding improved. Fur and meat pouches can now be opened to automatically take in items, and they can be emptied directly into the bank. Impling jars and rings of pursuit can be stored within the Huntsman's kit. I did actually notice a new change earlier today before reading the blog. I was hunting the antelopes and they removed a tree that was in the way. For non-Varlamore changes, a bug was fixed for the imbued Slayer helmet not refunding the points or the scroll that was used to imbue it whenever you lost it on death. The elite clue step that used to be inside the wilderness agility course is now just south of the pirate's hideout. This again feels like deja vu. If an NPC is affected with venom, standard poison will no longer downgrade it to poison. It'll stay venom. You can check the Tome of Fire and it'll tell you if you have used burnt pages or searing pages. And Leo's dialogue in the Gravedigger event has been reduced. Otherwise we see our updated report interface as well as the ability to report people whenever you defeat them from PKing. Again, GameJam 5. And for community updates, we're getting the return of Gillinor Games with Season 4. Not a bad time to go back and rewatch them. There's a cooking stream with skill specs to celebrate the launch of the cookbook. Creator crafted merch. I think the LEDs alone look a little bit better than the LED strips surrounding artwork, but to each their own. Art is opinionated. And like normal, we finish off with our PvP world rotations. Feel free to pause the video if you're interested in reading what the new ones are. And that wraps up the week. I got nothing else, so leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're not to join the neighborhood. Maybe consider becoming a channel member if you want to buy me lunch sometimes. And have a good rest of the day, you guys.